continuing a conversation about your business budget when you have a kingdom business. So I want to look at some kind of practical tips when you're budgeting. So most of us might not be financial planners or have an aptitude for accounting or bookkeeping and that sort of thing. I know that I fall into that category, and many of us do. Many of you are totally comfortable in that realm, and that's awesome. And so some of this it might seem, like, well, I don't need to look at this way of budgeting because I have the proven way of budgeting. I have a bookkeeper, whatever it might be. I would say, give me a second and just kind of listen to my thoughts on this. So what I recommend when thinking about budgeting is to step back. There is business budgeting, there's business bookkeeping, and there are certain tried and true methods that we've used forever and we continue to use. There are certain records and reports that are very, very useful, and as a business owner, you should use them. That's great. I recommend that you do that. But I also recommend that we do something else in addition that's really more of a personal snapshot, so that you as a business owner can very quickly and easily take a quick look at something that makes sense to you. So I know for myself, a lot of these reports I can look through and I understand the numbers, but sometimes it doesn't really register. It doesn't really come to the foreground. Like, where exactly is our money going? Are we meeting our goals, etc.? They will answer a lot of questions, but I like to have something very concrete and very fast that is very close to a home checking account. Okay. So a budget that you would keep for your own personal finances. I do this as a monthly snapshot for my business, in addition to the regular bookkeeping reports that one would see, a profit and loss report and all these sorts of things. So what I like to do is each month I have a spreadsheet that I use, and I can put a link in the comments so that you guys can have this template. But it's just a Google sheet that is separated into categories. Okay. So for my business expenses, I might have office operations expenses, overheads. I might have networking expenses, meals, dinner, lunch, whatever that might be. If you're in a networking group and you have dues, that might go there. Marketing expenses, advertising expenses, sales expenses, etc., etc. So I just have a column for each of these things. Now, you guys, this is going to sound stupid. Like, duh, this is too simple, Rihanna's not going to show me anything. I'm telling you that when you take a look at everything just put down in a column and just real world, these are just the figures. There's no fancy formulas. It's just, this is where the money went. It does something, and it allows you to really take a quick step back and go, oh, okay, well, I spent a lot of money on Amazon this year. I do this every single month. So go through your bank account, wherever you spend your money, wherever your spending account is. If that's your, a checking account, if you use credit card, whatever. If you use both, then take records from both. And every month, every single transaction from your bank account, put it into the appropriate column and run it. And so you don't just want a total of the number in that column. You want to see every transaction with the amount and the date and the total. So you'll see trends, you'll see frequency, you'll see amount. So, maybe you're buying office supplies, maybe you're buying paper and that sort of thing. Who knows? Maybe you are buying paper every other day. You have 28 transactions for paper purchase, and you didn't realize you were buying that much paper so often. Why are you using it so much? This is really just a real world look at what am I spending? Where is my money going? And I highly recommend this, you guys. So take a minute each month to reconcile your accounts, your checking account, your credit card, etc. Put them into the spreadsheet, put them into the columns, go down it and go, look, oh, that's where my money went. Do the same thing with your income. Was it a sale? If you want to know, which product it was, put a different column for each product. If you're good with just this was a sale for any product or any service, just make one column. But record it and know where your money's going, know where your money's coming in as a real quick snapshot. So that's just a budgeting tip for you guys. And again, I'll put the link in the comments to that spreadsheet. You guys are welcome to use it. And I hope it helps. The important thing is to budget in some way. Have an idea of where your money is going, where it's coming from, and how you're spending it. Keep track and just know that knowledge is what's going to help you know whether or not you can make that big purchase or even that little purchase. Is it in the budget? It's important.